What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Welcome here today to an NBA draft reaction video. It is going to be the 2022 NBA draft winners, losers, biggest trades, and bold predictions from ESPN. So yeah, I might just title this like reacting to draft grades. It makes it easier than just writing out this whole article. So it'll actually be pretty interesting that it's not draft grades in itself with just a letter grade, and it's going to be kind of a different hodgepodge of things from ESPN. If you guys want to see more of these reaction videos to major outlets from the draft, drop a thumbs up on this video, and I will be maybe I could do like I'm sure Bleacher Report or The Athletic have had their own draft grades. Also, I'll probably react to free agency predictions soon. I hope one of these outlets have had that because I'm cooking up my free agency prediction video as well. So yeah, they just kind of mentioned the trades here and stuff like that. So there's NBA trade grades. Okay, we can actually look at that maybe at the end. This one is ESPN Plus. Is this one ESPN Plus as well? It is not. Okay, so this one is kind of public to everybody. So we'll go through this one first. Which of the top 3 picks is best suited for an immediate success as a rookie? Kevin Pelton likes Jabari Smith. Andrew Lopez likes Banchero. Tim Bontemps likes, Banchero. This Jeff Borzello guy likes Banchero. And Israel Gutierrez likes Banchero. So most of the guys are saying the top 3, or out of the top 3, besides really one, that Paolo Banchero is best suited for immediate success. I could probably get down with that. I honestly think Jabari Smith will do very well in Houston as well right away. Chet might have some growing pains once he gets into the league. Which team impressed you the most in this year's draft? This, for me, would probably be Detroit, with Houston and San Antonio being a close second. If anybody says the Magic, they would have just they could have taken anybody. So they didn't really impress me too much. OKC, not too much either. Like, I know they traded up to get Ousmane Dieng. They had all that draft capital, and they got 2 Jalen Williams in this draft. I just like, I like Detroit's the most, and then Houston, and then San Antonio. Let's see if anybody mentions San Antonio or even Houston. OKC from Lopez Gutierrez says Detroit. Okay, I'm on the boat with that. Bontemps says Detroit. Borzello says, hey, let's go. Okay, I like this. He says the Spurs. I didn't know if anybody was going to say that, but I love Blake Wesley. I love Malachi Branham, so that's why I'm up with that. And Pelton says the Rockets. So just one person said OKC. Which team had the most underwhelming draft night? I would say, yeah, I guess the of teams that had first round picks, the Knicks, because I'm not gonna say the Nets or the Suns or some of these teams that just didn't have first round picks. I will say, I don't know, the Nuggets. I didn't mind Christian Brown, but I didn't love their second first round pick. I'm just trying to think who else. Underwhelming. Grizzlies was a little underwhelming for me. I wouldn't say the Kings. I don't want to harp on that one too much. But Bontemps says the Knicks was simply confusing for now and would have legitimately took me an hour to methodically figure out all of the moves they had made. Well, that sounds like a you problem. I'm just messing. But yeah, we didn't know what the picks were for a little bit. Lopez says for now it's the Knicks. I don't particularly care for the fit. Oh, okay, Johnny Davis on the Wizards. I could see that. You know what? That's not too bad. But the Thunder and Grizzlies raised some eyebrows. Okay, I agree with this here. I agree with this. Trading 3 first-round picks for Ousmane Dieng was a little unexpected, but they had the draft capital to pull that off. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to hate on the Grizzlies draft, but they know how to draft guys. I think Desmond Bane, we all knew that was an absolute steal. Didn't love Santi Aldama last year. I also didn't love Zaire Williams that high, but that's looking like it could be a pretty solid pick. And then Gutierrez mentions the Hornets. I feel like that's actually a good one as well. Love them getting Mark Williams, but they basically traded pick 13 for a 2023 Nuggets lottery protected first. I don't really know why you would do that. Why wouldn't you just draft a player there like AJ Griffin? The Hornets could have used an AJ Griffin. I get you might not I don't know, enough roster spots, but what are we doing, man? Especially if you're going to lose Miles Bridges in free agency. Which pre-draft or draft night trade will have the biggest impact? Borzello mentions getting a first-round pick for Christian Wood. That ended up being in a little bit of a larger deal. I think that ended up being Ty Washington, which, yeah, I love Ty in this draft. I love Tari Eason for them, and I love Jabari Smith. Philadelphia trading the pick that was David Roddy or whoever else they could take for D'Anthony Melton, I thought was a great trade. No more Shake Milton as your backup point guard. Depending on what the Knicks do, it could be that deal, but I'd go with Philadelphia turning Danny Green and the number 23rd pick into D'Anthony Melton. I think that's what I would probably agree on as well. 3-team deal between the Hornets, Knicks, and Pistons has all sorts of fascinating implications for free agency. Yeah, let's hope it just doesn't mean they're getting Jalen Brunson. And the Blazers can recover from an awful season to become a top 6 seed in 1 year, especially with Grant, a healthy Lillard, and one more front court upgrade. All right, yeah, and then they obviously got Shaden Sharp in this draft. They're going to have to pay Anthony Simons. So, bold predictions. Jabari Smith will win Rookie of the Year. Man, I was going to bet on Banchero in Houston if that were to happen. I might sprinkle a little bit Benedict Mathurin in there. And then if not, I might also throw Jabari Smith in there. Banchero is probably going to be just a favorite where the odds aren't like that juicy. E.G. Liddell follows the footsteps of Pelicans teammate Herb Jones by making all-rookie team a second-round pick. I can get that. I had him in the top 20 in my mock. I had him in the top 20 in my big board. Love that pick. Dyson Daniels will be a rotational player for the Pelicans and then finishes in the top 4 in the Western Conference. That's tough. Do you think they're better than Phoenix, Clippers, Mavericks, Nuggets maybe? Lakers, we'll see. I gotta just say them out there. Jazz, there's one team. Like Grizzlies and Warriors, duh. It's gonna be tough for them to be a top 4 seed. It will be. Jaden Hardy will be one of the draft's biggest impact players despite being picked in the second round. He's technically on, or is he on Dallas now? Yeah, I'm glad he was on Dallas. I mean, I then don't know why King shaded his rights, but he might just suck. But hey, he could be an impact player. We'll see. And Bontum says Shaden Sharp will make the Trailblazers look good for taking him at 7. I could see that. So that is pretty much it for that. What are these trade draft grades? So the Knicks go wild on draft night. Do they grade these? Okay, so they gave the Knicks a B+ in this deal. That's what it looks like in the grand scheme of things. Holy crap, I was trying to explain this to, like, my dad and my uncle yesterday, and I was, like, getting confused just talking about it. I'm like, I know they're not picking up what I'm putting down right now, because it was just so much, it was technically, I guess, a 14 trade, but I thought it was just a Knicks and Thunder trade, and then ended up being a Knicks, Pistons, Hornets 3-teamer, I think. But giving the Knicks a B+, yeah, I think it's also, I would give the Knicks a TBD grade. Like, we'll see what they do in free agency. They give Brunson 100+ mil, I might lower that grade to probably like a C+, B-. If they use those assets to get like Donovan Mitchell, DeJounte Murray, pipe dreams there, gets a better grade. Sign and trade with Kyrie, maybe we'll get a good grade, but we'll see. And if they strike out on everybody, I don't know. That's just not great. I mean, we should have the picks for the future. Pistons get an A-. I am all for that. Love them getting Jalen Duren. Thunder getting a B-. All right, I rock with that. I wasn't the biggest fan of the Ousmane Dieng. Just trade up, like, you probably could have just taken him at 12, but then unless you really wanted Jalen Williams and Dieng, I don't know. And then Hornets, yeah, I just mentioned why. I thought that was a little bit of an interesting deal for them. Yeah, I don't know really why. Maybe there's a reason there, but hey, if Miles Bridges leaves, like say he leaves, AJ Griffin, you could have maybe used. Ochai Agbaji, could have probably used. Christian Braun, well, obviously Jalen Williams was off the board, but Malachi Branham, you could have taken a wing in this draft. There were so many wings. Sixers for D'Anthony Melton. This would probably be an A- for me for the Sixers, and then this would probably be a B for the Grizzlies. Like Roddy's an interesting prospect. We're just kind of his measurements, but we'll see what he does. The Grizzlies have had a great track record with drafting teams. Grizzlies trade 19. Yeah, so 22 and 29. For Jake Laravia was a little interesting. I just also, like, I liked him as a prospect. I had him in a first-round grade. I just don't know if he fits kind of the Grizzlies style of play. Memphis gets a C. I liked it for the Timberwolves, so yeah, A-. Jeremy Grant for this steal. 3 seconds, 1 more second in there, and a first round. I thought this was a B+, probably A- for Portland. Grant's a good player, and you basically gave up 1 first-round pick in getting him, so I thought that was a good deal. And then the grade for Pelicans isn't a different thing. I don't know why. I guess it's a different article. And B- for the Mavs getting Wood. Yeah, I don't think Wood makes anything too different for them. We'll see how he plays around Luka Doncic, but I can get behind it. Love this deal for the Thunder. Questionable for the Nuggets. But yeah, that is pretty much ESPN's draft trade grades, their winners and losers, bold predictions. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video by dropping a thumbs up. Let me know if you agreed with or disagreed with anything mentioned in the article or anything I said as well. And yeah, I love you guys. Be on the lookout for a lot of free agency content. Still want to pump out more draft content. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.